Womp womp and YouTube rival gaming here.
Okay, so for those of you that haven't hopped on State of Decay 2, there is a ginormous update for the first patch. And in my opinion, that is great to know. It shows that the developers are listening to their community, and that's the reason why this patch is so freaking big. There was quite a bit of bugs in the game. I mean, after all, I'm not giving Undead Labs a hard time. The game is brand spanking new. Bugs are to be expected. It's nice to see that they're actually taking the time to clean these out of their game by listening to us. And in this video, I'm going to be going over what all was patched, and wowzers, that's all I gotta say. Let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. It'd be greatly appreciated if you take a little bit of your time and leave a like. If you can't take a little bit of your time and leave a like, that's okay. At least you're here watching this and learning what this update's all about. It is game changing for State of Decay 2. So anyways, yeah, the first patch to come in was a whopping 20 gigabyte update. Goodness gracious. And this will be an automatic update. Once again, if you haven't been on State of Decay 2, when you get back on, you're going to be prompted to install upon logging in. They said in their blog post, which was great to hear, they are always listening to their fans in order to improve their game experience. And they will continue to bring us updates and additional content as we explore all that State of Decay 2 has to offer. Some of the most noticeable changes in this patch include stability, performance, and multiplayer improvements. I mean, that's just the main course. After all, this is a 20 gigabyte download. They also fixed up a lot of the bugs that was in the game. And I'm going to go ahead and read them out loud to you guys, starting with the gameplay, because I feel like most of you will be interested in that. As you can see, there's quite a bit to read here, so just sit back, relax, and take this info in. So first off, grenades no longer get stuck and explode in front of client characters' face or behind their head while throwing. Never really had that scenario happen to me, but it seems like that was something that was happening. They also fixed scenarios of clients dealing damage to their host non-active community members with explosives. I knew about that. Some people were telling me to make a video of that. I just thought it would be a bad idea. It would have just chain reacted so many more people in the community to just take out other survivors from other communities and whatnot, and those people would be angry. So anyways, next up we got flashlight beams no longer cast shadows from the player's character model, which caused, by the way, flickering shadows. This did happen in my experience, so it must be something pretty common. Characters no longer also self-shadow when using a flashlight in multiplayer. Anyways, they fixed issues with doors appearing the opposite of the state they are in. They also resolved situation where when getting into vehicles, the camera could become detached from the player's character. Good God. This happened to me so many times, and I was getting so aggravated. Thank you, Undead Labs. Thank you for fixing that. I am so glad to see this huge patch come in. It's nice to see this game getting cleaned up because it has so much potential. Anyways, they also fixed an issue where when clients swap weapons while in vehicles, the weapons do not swap upon exit from vehicle. They also fixed a rare bug that could prevent Warlord Legacy arc from being completed. They fixed a rare bug that could block Sheriff Legacy arc from starting, and they also fixed issue where players' loot sometimes became invisible until their entire backpack was deposited into a supply locker. I never had that happen to me, but once again, it's good to see the game getting more cleaned up. Next up here for the issues fixed, I got networking and multiplayer. Numerous networking bandwidth and CPU improvements. Game now exits to main menu faster when a client loses their internet connection. Ooh, that's so good to hear. So players will no longer hang after dismissing the pop-up. Improved network vehicle interactions in multiplayer games to address weird rubber banding and physics issues, including cars flying into the air. Actually, I did end up learning how this could end up happening. Me and my buddies were just playing around with it since it accidentally happened to us, and then we figured out how it could be done, and yeah, I guess it's kind of cool they fixed this up, but I have to say the glitch was freaking fun. But it would suck if that just randomly happened to you, then your car blew up, and then you're just like, well, I'm across the map now, and I'm going to die. Anyways, up next here, it says host facilities no longer appear invisible to clients during multiplayer. Next category I'm going over here is zombie and character behavior. Zombies no longer become immune to the assault kick, and also a reduction of step height to prevent survivors popping up onto props while moving. Next category we have here that they fixed up is the HUD. Fixed issue with player HUD disappearing after NPCs are executed by zombies. Also, community advice list no longer shows up under vignettes on the map. Up next we got environment and collisions, which I'm sure a lot of you are interested in this, especially with our vehicles getting stuck. At least I know I'm freaking interested in this. They fixed numerous collision spots across all 3 maps where players or vehicles were getting stuck. Freaking awesome. They also fixed numerous collision spots across all 3 maps where players were getting stuck in an infinite freefall animation loop. Also, elimination of white line that appears when driving at nighttime. They addressed a variety of spots in world where a player was not able to climb over props they should have been able to. Additional polish and reduction of LOD popping. And also it reads on here, additional lighting tuning passes and reduction in glowing props. Other small fixes they did was address a variety of general crash bugs and update a number of strings that were previously hard-coded in English. And lastly, audio mix optimizations. So once again, the main course of this was increased stability, improved networking interactions for clients, improved networked vehicle interactions, and elimination of out-of-memory crashes. I have to say, the game is going to run so much smoother with this 20 gigabyte freaking download to get rid of the bugs that was in the game. Thank you, Undead Labs, for actually listening to your community, and I hope you continue to. By the way, guys, I thought I'd leave this at the end of this video because I feel like it goes pretty well with it. If you want to participate in cleaning up this game and report a bug, you can actually send a detailed description to stateofdecay2@microsoft.com. Once again, make sure it is detailed so they know exactly where it is happening, or how it ended up happening at least. Just let them know, because more than likely, if it's happening to you, it's happening to other players. So you're not only making other players less stressed, you're also going to be making yourself too, and this game is going to be even more enjoyable. So please, guys, if you have a bug to report that you have found in the game, please send them an email, because I'd like to see this game get better and better. It has so much potential to work with. I'm out of here though, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. Till next time. Peace.